All right. Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of Weeb Talk. Sorry, it's been a bit late. I was a bit out of town, so to speak. I know RX totally misses the Weeb Talk. He's been begging me to make another one, but we're here now, and we're ready to get started again. How about I introduce you, RX?
Yeah, I thought we canceled Weeb Talk.
Oh yeah. No, I resurrected.
This is our new podcast called Talk Weeb, where two weebs talk. I'm just joking.
Something like that. Something like that.
But yes, introduce me, Game Master.
All right. RX, take the stand.
That caught me off guard. I didn't know what to say. Take the stand or
Gotcha.
stage? Or what did you say?
Take the stand.
Take the stand. What kind of stand shall I take? Attack stands,
The
battle
music
stands.
stand.
Wait, attack stands and battle stands would be the same shit.
The fuck are you saying?
I don't
boy?
know. My head's in the clouds.
Damn, that high? You that high?
No.
On drugs?
Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad.
If any kids watching in the audience, please read ReZero.
Yes, actually, that'd be amazing. Do that.
That's
it's basically
it.
drugs.
Yeah, fun segue. I went to Austin. That's why I was off for like a week or two.
Yeah.
But on the way back, I got some interesting things.
On the way back from what? Wait, what did you say?
Got what?
You were off, and on the way back from where? You never explained that.
Oh, I was off to Austin up north. I had to
never been there.
Help my sister move into her new apartment.
Oh, she's
on the way.
She's younger than
She's
you,
what?
but she's matured more in life than you have, so that's great.
Most definitely not. I'm really worried about her. I'm really worried. But she's with her friends. She lives with her friends, so I'm a bit more, keen or
Keen.
Not keen, but like
It doesn't worry you as much because she's not living on her own. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But my real purpose
In life is
anime. Every time I go out, I always try to find the nearest anime store, and I found one. Yep, it was called Anime Pop. Shout out to the lady out there that made me wait outside in the heat for around 30 minutes because there's only around 3 people allowed inside at a time.
Dude,
and the people there took like 30
And you're saying
minutes.
this is an anime shop?
Oh yeah.
Dude, if I was there, I'd be there for hours. I'd never let anybody else in because I'd be there for the longest time.
You're only there for 15 minutes, but for some reason they made the other the one before us stay there for 30 minutes.
You're only allowed to be there for 15 minutes?
Yeah, because they need to switch people.
That's some BS. Can you get back in line?
I guess if there's no one
That's
there.
some BS. You know, when I go to Barnes and Noble, because when I go to buy manga, I look at the same fucking bookshelf. There's 2 bookshelves, one side. They're double sided. So there's one side that has manga, and then the other side has manga, and it's a small little area. And I spend hours just looking through everything. Imagine
hours
a whole
reading
store.
the contents.
Yeah, imagine the whole store that has anime shit, and you can only be there for 15 minutes. That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, I think the store was very small.
Ah, okay.
And it was kind of cramped.
Either way, I'd still be there for hours.
That's true, but obviously I understand because of COVID and the regulations.
Yeah,
but still,
yeah.
Fuck you, that weird family that stood there for 30 minutes. But I digress. There was I got 2 things from there, and I could have gotten way more, but our packaging, I didn't have enough space for the things I wanted, so I got only 2 things. There was a box set for the entire collection for Assassination Classroom for $180.
Wait,
I wanted that shit.
is this the manga or the?
Oh yeah, the manga.
Dude, I want to get it so bad. You can get it on Amazon for $90.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And I'm gonna buy that for sure. Especially because I really enjoyed the anime, and it'd be great to have the manga. But yes, continue. Sorry.
The collection there was pretty good because the ones I also wanted that had the entire, at least the first 2 bands of the Love Live bands, and fuck, I wanted to buy every single one of that, but I know I can't take it with me, and I don't have space in my room to even put that. So instead, I got a box set for ReZero. For some reason, it's a part 1, so you only get the first 14 episodes. I don't know why. There's there's 4 discs, and it's 2 of them are Blu-ray, 2 of them are DVDs. And I'm opening it right now as a audio unboxing video, but
I'll find a picture of it and put it on screen. But that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a somewhat special edition because it comes with a pillowcase, it comes with the art book, and it comes with bookmarks. So for $90, not a good deal if you actually don't.
This is only like the first half of the first season.
Yeah, it's a season.
BS.
Episodes 1 through 8. What?
How much did?
Oh no, 9. It's 1 through 12.
Oh, okay. So how much did you pay for that?
$90.
You paid $90 for that.
Oh fuck it. It was a special edition. I already watched the show like twice.
But you paid $90 for only half the first season?
Yes. Hey, no,
What?
it comes with a book. It comes with a pillowcase, my dude, and the art book, and the box. So it's more of a collector's item, if anything.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to send me pictures of all this shit so I can put it on screen because what the fuck?
Okay.
That's expensive.
That is the entire
okay,
thing's expensive.
Okay,
My mom even told
I do
me
say
that.
it's expensive, but you're right. It is a collector's edition. You got all these other extra stuff. Because now remembering now, if I go to like Right Stuff Anime or whatever, Blu-ray of any anime like series usually go for like $64, which is fucking insane to me. So that makes a lot more sense.
Damn.
I still don't understand why it's only half the season. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a way to.
No, it's not even. Yeah,
it's a way for them to make money at this point. But to have like the whole season and maybe the second half is also a collector's edition would be really cool. It'd be really, really cool. I'd be impressed. I mean, I'm impressed that you got this one because from the pictures I saw that you posted on Twitter, it looks really cool. I'm kind of jealous. But now finding out that it's only half of the season, I'm like, it's a little expensive, especially what you paid
As
for.
if I'm gonna watch it though. I don't even think my laptop has a disc CD entry anymore.
No,
Probably
that's
put it on
true.
my TV or something.
How the hell are you gonna watch that shit?
I think I put it in my other computer. I don't know. But yeah, and then I got one other thing. It is my very first Nesuberry, and for those that don't know, they're like these cute little like dolls that come in varying sizes. I think they're usually somewhat regularly big. They're like cute little chibi dolls. I got one from what at first I thought was Nepgear from Neptunia, and then upon closer inspection, I don't know who she is, and I think she's from Toho though. That's all I can say. But she's up there looking down at me on top of my TV.
Those little like weird plushies that are like kind of like laying down, right?
Yeah,
those
things.
I like those.
Are cute, yeah.
Yeah, they are really cute. I want one of those, but nowhere around me they sell those. I need to probably buy one online. That sucks.
Yeah.
Like at least you went somewhere that had an anime shop. There's nowhere I can look it up. There's nowhere in my state that has a good anime shop. But I did find out recently that there's this comic book store like an hour away from where I live that sells manga, and they sell used manga for $3, and then new manga is half the price, which is actually amazing. So I might go there soon and just buy a bunch of stuff.
That's way better. I think like in regular ones they just keep going up from like $10 a piece, $11 a piece.
Yeah, manga is just expensive. It's $10 for like usually the shonen stuff like Naruto, like One Piece and stuff is $10. Anywhere from 10 to 11, and then like the newer stuff ends up being like 15 to like 12 to like $15. It's expensive. And obviously like the bigger books, like those are way more expensive. They can go up to $25 each.
Yeah. And then, sorry to take up too much of your time. I'm just trying to show off how cool I am. But when I got home from the airport to my house, my package for the Silent Voice box collection I got from Amazon
I
came
saw
early.
that. I saw that you posted that on Twitter. If anybody's interested, just a little shameless plug. If anybody's interested on what he's talking about, I have a video on my channel that I unboxed it. Technically, it's a crappy video, but at least you can see everything that's in that collection, which is cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, have you started reading it yet, or you haven't opened it up?
I haven't opened it.
Are you gonna open it?
I can open it right now.
I mean, you don't have to open it now, but I'm saying, are you going to eventually? Are you gonna read it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I haven't started reading it yet, but yeah.
What have you done?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I read all of it already online. I bought it because I wanted to have the physical copy of it.
That's
yeah.
I just need a face on thing.
No,
I don't have this.
This is how the manga addiction starts. You buy one box set and then you want more and more, and then you realize the series that you want doesn't have a box set, so you decide to wait, but they're taking too long, so you just start buying books one by one. At least that's how my addiction.
Help, RX? Yeah. I can get you some help.
No, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna.
And by that I mean more manga.
Yes, please. if that's the kind of help you mean, then hell yeah, like, bring on all the help. But
yeah, that's around my experience. I think earlier this morning we found out that for some reason the car that I used to get back here got one of their windows got smashed, almost like ruptured. But I don't know. Someone tried to enter our car.
Somebody tried to break into your car. That's crazy. Yeah. It's funny because I was watching. Why is this all connected? I was watching a video earlier today of they were trying to prank somebody that somebody broke into some guy's car. It was like a prank video.
I'll watch that video and it's my car.
Yeah, you watch it, it's your car. I was like, what the? No, but yeah, it was a weird video. I was just watching it today too when I got home from work, and now you're talking about somebody who broke into your car. I was like, oh shit, that's weird. Weird how shit just happens. That happen. But yeah. So overall, your experience at that shop was good. Did they have like figures and stuff?
Oh yeah, they had a bunch of figures. Yeah, well, I told you, like they had at least all the characters for the first two bands of Love Live. They had a lot of other characters I didn't really care for. They had like two shelves. One was mostly like women, the other one was mostly men, and they're both pretty filled.
That's nice. There's a anime store kind of at a mall an hour away in the same location where the the comic book store is that I just talked about, and it's, I don't know, I feel like they have a lot of figures and stuff, which is cool, but I don't know, it just makes me feel like those figures are probably fake and they're selling them for so much, and I don't want to buy a figure, it turns out it's fake and I paid like $100 for it. But I don't know, it's just maybe it's not fake because they do have like pretty high prices, but you never know. I don't want to get ripped off.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean,
that's why you order with honey. No, we're not sponsored. That'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. We're not sponsored by honey.
But no, we don't have. It's not sponsored by honey. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, but at least I can endorse it.
But we're open to the idea, honey, if it ever fucking happens.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey.
Honey, I'm home.
Honey, come home to our podcast and sponsor it with your monies. Money, honey. Jesus Christ. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. What else did you want to share from your trip or your experience or anything you've done in the past week since you've been off from work? And how do you feel going back to work?
Honestly, I feel a bit psyched.
You want to go back to work?
I kind of want to go back, but I still have an extra day of relaxing.
Oh.
But after that, the next few days is going to be quite harsh. They really jammed a bit of hours.
Yeah, getting back into the routine of working and stuff.
I'm a bit psyched because I want to see my friends again. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. I'm a bit excited, but at the same time, if anyone goes to Austin, is ever planning to go to Austin, or anyone in any like goes into any urban places, it is a shitty place. Coming from someone who goes into like a very like a suburban area, those types of places I hate so much. Genuinely, they're the worst. From the roads to the people there, they're not fun.
Funny you mentioned I was gonna go to Austin tomorrow. Actually, I'm just joking.
I guess I'm gonna cancel my flight then.
Just gonna I'm just gonna cancel my teleportation device. It took me 3 days to boot it up, but now I have to cancel it, which is gonna take another 12 weeks. God damn! It's been making noise in my room for the past 3 fucking centuries. It takes it's a very slow. I don't have the newest model. Sorry, I feel bad for myself. I know. I feel bad for me too. But anything interesting happened throughout the week? As I interview you once again?
Not really. I mean, Austin's pizza was pretty dope.
Pizza in Austin was dope? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I guess.
What kind of pizza was it? Did you put pineapple on it?
No.
Come on. Pineapple on pizza is not that bad. I know people are going to hate that I say that, but it's not that bad. It's actually kind of good.
No, I like it. But... So then...
Yeah. What?
No, I like pineapple on pizza. I just... if I thought during that time while I was eating the pizza while you said that, I'm like, oh wait, no. Because it wouldn't mesh with the the other toppings I had on it.
That would make more sense. Yeah, you need to have the classic pineapple ham pizza thing, because I don't think you can just put pineapple on any type of pizza and make it good, because that would not work out. Yeah. It has to be like the original pineapple pizza style. I mean, that's the only way I've ever seen people make it. I don't think they've ever added pineapple to any other type of pizza. But
oh yeah, we toured my sister's college, because that's why she was moving up there in the first place. We toured around the place, and there's this one part in Austin University where if you there's 2 structures. There's like a bell tower, like
I saw
the Big
that.
Ben.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 2 balls.
I didn't see that. You tweeted that
somewhere
out.
else.
Let's see if I'll find the picture and I'll put it up here. But yeah,
if you angle it perfectly, it'll look like a dick.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was intentional. I don't know. It's kind of wild because that's a weird tourist spot. I've seen quite a bit of people on it. Taking pictures.
One thing I do want to mention, if you've made it this far through the podcast and you haven't seen any of the pictures that I said I'm going to put up, his Twitter's in the description, so you can just find them all there. Because I might get lazy enough to do it.
Twitter.com/Shawnlings.
I'll try to do it. This video is probably not going to go up on Wednesday like it normally does. It's probably going to be on Thursday, but I'll try my best to put it to get it up as soon as possible, and I'll try my best to actually put the pictures in. But yes, continue. Sorry. So a little disclaimer.
All right, but I mean, yeah, that was actually the only good part about that place. Other
the
than
balls and the cock, balls and cock, cock and balls,
balls and cock, big dick energy. I feel like
damn, it was a pretty big dick. I saw that. Dude, that's so. If you take that out of context, that's so dumb. It's gross. It's so fucked. I'm
gonna go back into all the episodes. Just take stuff out of context and just post them.
Yeah, you're only gonna take shit that I say out of context. I know that shit. Gonna make an RxDnA part 2 again.
Part 2.
Or just say random ass shit throughout your whole video, which is great.
Go watch RxDnA.mp4.
I like that video. I saw that you also tweeted the script to your What Is Osu video.
Oh yeah, I was looking through my the room for a while back, and I found that script for some reason, and I forgot I even made it. But yeah, it brings back weird memories.
Yeah.
Still haven't deleted that video though.
You shouldn't. It's one of my favorite videos because it's the first video I ever watched. I even watched that. Like I said, I think I've mentioned this in the previous podcast, but that's like the first one of your first videos that I ever watched before I even knew you. That's how crazy I was. Like
that's very crazy.
I found that video trying to get better at Osu.
Did it work out for you?
Well, that video doesn't really help, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the video, and then later on, I met you, and then found out that you were the one who made that video.
Yeah, and I think it slowly became a meme for me and my friends about that, because you guys would just say, "Hey, what is Osu?" or just say that every once in a
Yeah,
while. Don't make
we
me
would.
embarrassed.
Yeah, I remember that. Those were the good old days. The good old
Good old
days.
days.
I say like I'm old. I am pretty old actually. Since the last podcast, I had a birthday. That's great. Has it been that long, or did we record a podcast after that?
No, we didn't.
No, we haven't.
It was
How
2
long
weeks.
has it been? Like 2 weeks? Jesus.
Like 2 weeks, yeah.
We're really
Oh yeah,
slacking.
happy birthday to RX in the comments, please.
Been 2 weeks. I'm over it. But
You're over it.
yeah, I'm over being older now. But yeah, I guess I'll go into it a little bit. For my birthday, my sister actually bought me some manga. She ended up getting me Kageguri, the first volume, which I haven't read it yet.
Oh.
But I do want to read it because it looks really, really good. I like how the volumes look, and they're pretty thick. She also ended up getting me The Devil's a Part-Timer, the first volume, which I've already seen the anime, but the volumes, collecting the volumes is gonna be pretty fun because I like how they look. And she got me, what was the other one called? It's a shoujo, so it's meant for like, shoujos are usually meant for girls. It's about what was it about? I don't remember exactly what it's about, but it's a girl. She inherits a house from her parents. She was an orphan, but she didn't inherit the house when she turned 16. She goes to the house, and there's already like these yokai spirit people living there, and it's kind of weird. But I read it. I actually read the whole thing, and I really liked it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the rest of the volumes, but I did like the first volume. I thought it was pretty interesting, and it left off on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, I wonder what happens next. But
was it called Kami-sama Kiss by any chance?
no, it's not Kami-sama Kiss. I would have said Kami-sama Kiss if it was. No, it's similar. It's similar to it. It really is similar to it. But it's not like the whole first volume. It's her wandering around this big ass house, and then she bumps into like evil spirits, and then the other guys, the guys that are living there that are like freeloaders or whatever, that took over the house because it was abandoned for so long. Always end up saving her and stuff, and it's funny. So she's always in danger. But I actually really enjoyed it. I read the whole volume. It was pretty interesting. Like I said, I don't know if I'll get the rest of the volumes. Maybe I will, because I did like it. But that's probably not till later on in the future. Another thing.
What else did you get?
Another thing that I got for myself was I finally got the last 3 volumes of Golden Time. I have all 9 volumes. That's the whole series. I started reading the first volume. I still haven't finished reading it, but I'm gonna reread what I had, and then all the way till the end. I did kind of go back to the last volume and I skimmed through it, and there's a little more story than the anime has, so I'm excited to read that. I don't know exactly what happens because I just flipped through it like pretty fast. But on the page I did stop at the end, there was like I think I'm not gonna say anything, but because it might be a spoiler, but there is more story to it than where the anime left off, and that's my favorite anime, so I'm excited about that. Other than that, when it comes to manga and stuff, I didn't really get anything else anime related, so I don't really know what else to talk about.
All right, that's it. See you guys.
Yeah, it's a 23-minute podcast. Welcome and goodbye.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. Oh, that's the Osu thing. I just realized that. See you next time.
Going back to Osu now.
Yeah, that's how we bring her bring her around town, like SpongeBob would say.
But nothing else happened on your birthday?
No, actually, nothing interesting.
Is that?
Oh, actually, my sister did buy me a bunch of Japanese snacks. She bought me like these weird gummy. They're kind of like, have you ever had those Airhead sour rope thingies? Those the rainbow things. People call them gay bacon strips because they look kind of like bacon strips, but they're rainbow and they're like super salty or sour. She got me these like Japanese peach ones that are similar to that. You can like rip them apart, and I have one left because I ate them all, but they're pretty good. She got me like this little make your own little chocolate thing, and then she got me a couple of other, like, there's this like candy bar. It's kind of like a chocolate bar, kind of like if it was white chocolate, but it's cheesecake. Really good. and then she got me like these little fancy chocolates. She makes shirts. Well, she's been trying to like start her own like shirt brand, and she made me a shirt that has like my circle logo with the pink and blue like sludge color thing that I used to have on my channel in the front, and in the back it has like my RxDnA signature logo. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of
nice.
it's basically still a prototype because she just like tried it out, and since I never sent her my my PNGs, she had to like grab my logo and then like cut out the actual thing that she was going to use. So it's basically just a prototype, but it looks really cool. I haven't worn the shirt. I just keep it there. But I send her all my logos now, and she's probably gonna make me some more shirts. Hopefully, if she does end up making a brand, it takes off, because that'd be pretty cool to have somebody that can just make you shirts. To be honest, that'd be nice.
So she's just like a tailor. Does she not do designs, or does she depend on you?
No, it's not a tailor, and she doesn't depend on me. She has her own designs. This is her own thing. It has nothing to do with me. So I'm not making designs for her or anything, even though I would love to make my own designs, but that's gonna be in the future for my own brand. I don't want to like intrude in what she's trying to do for herself.
Yeah.
But no, she has you've seen those Cricut things where like I think they're called Cricut or Circuit or I forgot they're called, but they basically print out stuff and then you just like kind of like iron it into the shirt. You can buy all these things at like a hobby store, like a Hobby Lobby or like a Michael's and stuff like that. It's just like these machines that print stuff on the special paper, and then from there you can just transfer it into a shirt. Well, she has all that, and that's how she does it. It's just basically print on designs and stuff.
Is it a hobby, or is she trying to make this into like a career?
At one point, it seemed like she was trying to make it into a career, but so far it just seems like a hobby. I honestly don't know. I would have to ask her, but she did want to start her own brand, and I honestly hope she goes for it, and I hope it works out for her. I mean, this is coming from a person.
Shout out to RX's sister.
This is coming from a person. She has a degree. She has a college degree, but she's gonna make her own shirt companies. So she goes to show, stay in school, kids, but remember, it might not always work out.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens to a lot of people. There's a lot of people that like our guest from 2 episodes ago, Cesar. Like, he just graduated and he's having not a hard time, but he's having some. It's taking him a bit to get a job in his degree, which is kind of shitty. But he has worked as what he studied. He has worked as an intern, so he has experience, which is good. At least he's getting the experience too. But you know what I mean, having a degree doesn't mean you have a job most of the time.
Yeah,
but
it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, but I feel like we've already talked about this, so let's talk about something else.
Anything else to do with your day on your birthday, man? How old are you actually now? How old are you?
I'm the big old 25. I'm 25 years old. I'm 5 years from turning 30. That's sad. Makes me sad.
And your full name?
Would you like my social and my card information as well? Because I'd be glad. I'd be glad to give it to you.
But 2003.
You're 23? Damn, you're old.
No.
Is that what you just said? Why'd you say 2003?
You said that. Was it 23 or 24?
I said 25. I'm 25. I said 5 years from 30. What are you talking? Are you even listening to your own podcast?
Of course I am.
Okay, whatever.
Alright, so how old are you, man?
I just said it. Oh, Jesus Christ. And on this day, RX decided to hold auditions for a new host. A new co-host. Because this last one is broken. He took one trip and now he doesn't know his left from his right. I don't think they smash the glass on your car. I think they smash your face. The glass that you saw on the ground is your glasses, probably.
Jesus, that's big ass glasses there.
Yeah, I mean, you need big glasses to see because you're blind. I'm not just talking shit now.
Yeah, they're very weak too.
Yeah, weak bars. like weak cars because glass breaks.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell we're talking about at this point. But anime and anime related things. Have you been watching any anime lately?
On the way back, I downloaded on the way back from the airplane. I downloaded some episodes from Netflix.
Oh, what were you watching?
Watched a few episodes of Violet Evergarden, and I found out why I love it again.
Dude, I heard good things from Violet Evergarden.
The animation is superb. Dude, I love it.
Yeah, I was watching. There's a YouTube channel called Drawfee. I don't know if you heard of it. It's just a bunch of like artists and animators that draw and stuff. And they were doing this thing where like, oh, draw yourself. Like there was these two guys and these two girls, and their challenge was to draw themselves into their favorite anime. And this girl drew herself into Violet Evergreens, and she went all out for that. Like she was the last one they showed in the video, and she said that most people, some of them took maybe 2 hours. One guy took 15 minutes. One girl took 15 minutes. Another guy like did it last minute and it took an hour. But she took like a whole 10 hours to do this thing because she went into Blender and she made a whole 3D background to mimic the style of I guess to mimic the style of the art, and then she drew herself into it. It was really interesting. It was really good, and everything she talked about, she kind of gave a summary of the anime. It made me really interested in it, so I might actually go and watch that as well. And it's on Netflix, so the easy access.
I highly recommend it. I think for other people that don't know what the anime is, it's supposed to be a heartwarming story of a girl who was raised for war and military, and after all that kind of got blasted away. The war's over, and now it's her journey on finding what feelings are and like how emotions work and stuff. So she travels as a doll, which is like a job there where you write stuff for people, because a lot of them in that age are illiterate. So she goes and writes what they feel, I guess, what they want to type or what they want to write. She learns emotions through various characters that you also tend to like, even though they're there for like an episode or so. They get really likable towards the end, and I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it sounds that like when she was explaining it in that video that I was watching, basically everything you just said she like explained, and it just seems super interesting because it's not something that they have in anime very often. Like it's like the way the story that she explained and like the theme of it is like nothing like something you don't really see in anime. It's like really different from everything else. And she said the art style was really good, and from what I've seen images of it, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I think there's that one, and then there's a movie, and then I think there's a second season. I'm not sure. But
and is that all you watched?
Yeah, I just watched like 2 episodes because the flight home wasn't that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I have like two episodes left downloaded that I could watch, but I'll do it later.
Nice.
I was gonna watch. Oh, just before that, there was also another show I downloaded, but I overestimated how long the flight was gonna be. I also downloaded a show called Tokyo, or was it like what was it called again? Like
the sinking one.
Yeah, the
Japan Sync, isn't it? Or Tokyo Sync?
Tokyo Sync, yeah.
2020, yeah.
That one looks hella interesting, but I don't know.
So I was. It's funny that you mentioned that. I was watching the Trash Taste podcast, and they were talking about it, and they said it wasn't that good. So really? At one point I thought I wanted to watch it too, but they when everything they said and they explained in the show, it just didn't seem very interesting. So I don't have any plans on watching it, but I mean,
well, did they say it wasn't interesting, or did you just arrive to that conclusion?
No, it's just everything they talked about and the way the story was, and they explained some stuff. It just seemed very boring, and the way that they were talking about it, and even they themselves said that it was kind of boring. It's kind of weird. I don't know if they recommended it or not. I don't know if they liked it or not because I don't remember. I watched that episode of their podcast a long time ago, but. It was, I don't know. It didn't make me want to watch it.
That makes me even more wanting to watch it now.
Yeah. Well, if you think it's good, let me know, and let me know what you think. I guess we can talk about it in the next podcast. Let me know what you think, and maybe you can persuade me to actually give it a try. But for now, I don't think I want to.
Well, if they say it's bad, I wanna see why.
Why?
Because yeah, and then I'll laugh at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Or maybe they said it was good. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I don't know.
If it's bad, I want it to be like laughably bad, like ironically bad, I guess.
Maybe maybe it's just the story that they thought it was bad or the way things happened. But yeah. As for me, I did start watching this anime. What was it? Like a few days ago. Tsugi which is yeah, it's kind of old. I found it because I was on YouTube and there's a new season of it, and I watched the clip from it because it was on the Crunchyroll YouTube channel, and I saw a clip of it and I thought it was really interesting. So I went and I found out that there's a first season to it, or like an old version of it, like it came out first, and I started watching it. It was pretty interesting. It's about this guy who has this obi, which is like this cloth that's used for kimonos that his mom left him, or it was his mom's, and he likes the scent of it because he says it smells like cherry blossoms. And then eventually it tells a story about how objects eventually, after a long time, they change forms until they gain like power and they turn into humans or whatever. So it's like these spirit things or whatever. So that cloth turns into a girl, and then he starts learning how to fight other like bad spirits and stuff. And yeah, I watched that. I watched 5 episodes of it. I think it's like 12 episodes long, so I watched 6. I think I watched half of it, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's the best thing ever, but I did like it and I did enjoy it. So I'm probably gonna go and finish that soon, and then I'll continue to the new the new series that came out recently for it. I don't know if it's a second season or if it's just like a remake of it. I don't think it's a remake because I think the graphics are like the art style is better and newer. But I enjoyed it, so I might give it a try once I finish this season, obviously. Other than that, I haven't really been watching anime either. There's nothing I want to currently watch. I keep thinking about going and continuing Food Wars because the new season's still airing. But I think about it and then I'm like, I don't feel like it. The only anime I'm waiting for is Rent a Girlfriend, but I want the whole season to be out before I watch it.
That's fair. You don't want to read the manga though?
I've already read a lot of the manga online, and the books are just coming out. The second book's not even out yet. It comes out on the 25th of August, and I already have the first volume. I still need to read it, but I already have it, so I'm just gonna wait. Something interesting that did happen though, I was on because before I buy, like, I don't read a lot of manga online anymore like I used to, because now I have a job and I have money and I can just buy the physical books and support the artists and stuff. But before I ever buy a manga that's new that I've never heard of, I will read like the first chapter online just to see if I'm gonna like it, and if I do like it, then I'll buy it. I found one called Blue Flag. It recently came out. It only has 2 books out currently. I think the third one comes out this month or next month. I don't remember. But I read the first volume and it was kind of interesting. It's about this guy who doesn't have a girlfriend, like typical high school guy. Doesn't have a girlfriend. He's not very popular or anything, but he's friends with this really popular guy. They've been childhood friends. They've been friends since they were young, and he's really popular amongst all the girls and all the guys and stuff. And he ends up talking to this one girl, and that girl likes this guy because he's really popular. So it's a weird story because he starts trying to help her out to get with that, like to become girlfriend and boyfriend, become the other guy, the popular guy's girlfriend. So he starts trying to help her out, and that's as far as I read in the what's it called, in the first chapter. But I was reading the summary on Amazon, and they were talking about how he has a friend and his friend likes him, but she also has a friend who likes her, and it's like this weird, like, I thought it was a triangle at first because it only shows 3 characters, but the way the summary in Amazon explained it, it's like there's 4 people and they all like each other in like a weird square. So I thought it was kind of interesting, and I'm curious to see. I wanted to buy it when I bought the last 3 volumes of Golden Time, but I didn't want to spend so much money. I mean, I had that mental idea where like, oh, it's my birthday, I should just buy myself whatever I want. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be broke. so I just ended up buying the last 3 volumes of Golden Time, and I was happy about that because then I completed the series. But definitely gonna go buy that Blue Flag. It's what it's called. Definitely, it's super interesting.
Nice. On the topic of manga, though, I just got reminded of a certain manga that I was reading a long time ago, but I forgot the title. I really want to read it.
What is it about?
It's about what's it called? So it's about a spy, like a master spy, having on a mission to infiltrate, I believe, someone or something. I don't really know, but he has to act as if he's married to someone. So he has to find like a suitable mate for no reason, for some reason, and then he stumbles upon a chick, and she happens to be like a master assassin as well, but they don't know their identities. They don't know their real identities for each other, and what they also need to. And he also got another. What he also needs is a child. So he also needs to get a child, along with the family, to make themselves a family. I'm sorry, and then he gets a child. But for some reason, that child has the ability to read minds. Wow, I don't know why. But so that child could read the minds of both of them, and she knows both of their identities. So it creates this weird like, humorous like conflict between the two.
Is it a new one that just came out?
Yeah, it was somewhat new.
Is it Spy X Family?
Yes, Spy X Family. I'm on the third chapter or something. I like it.
Yeah, I was watching. There's only 4 volumes out now for it. It's a action fiction, comedy, spy fiction. I was watching because I tend to watch sometimes. I'll be on YouTube, and if they get recommended to me, I just tend to watch them. People on like unboxing their like manga hauls and stuff. And I was watching this one girl, and she was talking about it because she bought like the first 2 volumes of it. And it didn't really seem interesting, but the way you're explaining it now seems kind of interesting. So I might give the first chapter a read later tonight, and see. It
takes a bit to like. I think it took a bit of chapters to.
I just like the idea of he's trying to find somebody, like you said, and there's another spy girl, but they don't know they're both spies and stuff. And on like
one's a spy, one's an assassin.
Oh, one's an assassin. So the girl's an assassin. Yeah, she does look like. He's a spy, and then others like in this image there's a little girl too, so I wonder if that's the little girl that they're trying to pretend to be family, whatever.
Yeah, but they soon become one. I'm assuming so, because they all
that'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to watch this now, to read the first chapter. But yeah, that's cool. I like that. I've seen it before, I just never actually, I didn't know what it was about, and it didn't really seem interesting, but now it kind of does. Cool.
All right, Spy X Family. There we go. I need to read it again.
Yeah, Spy X Family. If anybody's out there listening to this at this point and you want to read a spy weird comedy thing, there you go.
Okay. But
yeah,
I don't know if you want to talk a bit more about manga before I can switch it to video games.
Yeah, sure. We can. I don't know actually, because there's not really a lot I can say about manga currently, especially because I haven't really bought any more besides the 3 volumes that I bought, and besides the 3 other volumes that I got. I haven't really bought anything else. But I guess we can switch it on to video games. There's something else that I have.
So like I bought 2 video games that I've grown addicted to ever since I got it. And they are, let me see if I can find it. It is called, the first one I got was called Risk of Rain, and that game is fucking addicting as shit.
It is fun. I wouldn't say addicting, but it is fun.
Oh, for me, I love it. Me, someone who really likes roguelites and like arcade shooters and whatnot.
I think that's one of the major selling points. I know I bought it too so we could play it. But the major selling point was it's a roguelite. You get different items, you get different abilities, like the synergy with the items. That's so for anybody out there, if there's a roguelite that has cool random synergies between items, then it's gonna be a good roguelite. That's just my thought.
Oh yeah,
Binding of Isaac is a great roguelite because you get so many different items, you pair them together, and they have these weird cocky fucking weird crazy effects on each other, which is cool. The same with well, actually not really. I like, because you're talking about roguelites now. I've been playing Undermine a lot, and that one has a bunch of weird items, and some items do. Some items do different things, but I don't think there's a weird synergy. Another game that does have weird synergy in items though is Neon Abyss. Neon Abyss has crazy synergies in items, and it's a fun game. But anyways, go back to what were you saying? Continue, peasant.
Risk of Rain. I don't know. I'm gonna give a very basic rundown. It is a arcade roguelike shooter with co-op elements. So if you want to play with your friends, you can play with it. That's basically what it is. The different characters have different skills and they play different roles. And personally, I really like out of all the characters I have right now. I think most of them, play their role really well, and I think they're really well designed. Except maybe for the first one because he's just well-rounded, so he doesn't have any. He's not really excelling at anything, but he is a master at everything. But, yeah, I mean, he is like well-rounded at everything, but not master at anything.
The one thing,
yeah,
the one thing I really liked about that game though when I played it is you can choose different difficulties right off the beginning, but the way it works is the first area is going to be kind of easier. The second area is going to be a little harder and a little harder and a little harder. It just keeps getting harder and harder throughout the more you keep going, which I like that a lot compared to a lot of other roguelites like Isaac, for example. I'm going to use that one again. The deeper you go into like the layers of each like floor, it does get a little harder in the sense of like the enemies are a little different, so you have to learn their patterns, and you do lose more health. Like normally at the first few floors you lose half a heart, and like deeper into the floors you start losing full hearts every time you take damage. It never goes past the full heart, but it doesn't really get much harder than that. But Risk of Rain just gets insanely hard after a while.
Other than like just going to a different level, it also matters about your speed. So every second the clock's ticking on the upper right. There's like a bar that tells you how the difficulty currently. Mm-hmm. So it starts from easy and it slowly gets to the harder ones. So the longer you waste, the harder it is in the end. So you can stay in the level 1 area, but if you take too long, it's gonna get really hard for you. You are pressed for time until the end where you reach the final one. Or if you don't have enough items, or if you don't have good item synergy, you might die. So yeah, it's kind of like that.
The one thing I did, what was I gonna say? The one thing I didn't like about the game is, it's not that I didn't like it, I just thought that's what made it really hard for me, is you just get overwhelmed by so many enemies on screen, like way too many enemies, and it just like when we the first, when we were playing together, that we made it to that one area that had a bunch of bosses. It was just, especially for a character like me, because you went around collecting a lot of the items and I didn't get as many items. And if you don't make it there with a bunch of items and a bunch of like health and stuff and a bunch of upgrades, you're kind of screwed, because there's so many like boss monsters, and it gets super overwhelming having like the little monsters attacking you while you're trying to defeat the boss monster, and then you kill them but they keep spawning in. It's super overwhelming, it's super stressful, but it is really, really fun. Gotta admit,
items play a lot in this game. It also sucks too, because I don't know if like chests are multiplied when with more people. Kind of, I don't know, because then you'd have to like share it between your guys and stuff like that. But,
But like I said, I haven't really played it solo. I played it once when I first got it. I first downloaded the game, and then I played it when we played together. But I'm pretty sure it's a little different. Like the experience is a little different, I'm assuming, if you play by yourself.
Yeah.
I still want to fight that snake dude though. For sure. I wish you could fucking kill that thing.
Oh yeah.
The shop guy. I want to kill it. Let me kill it.
Oh, I don't know. I think my only gripe with that game is how obscure a lot of the content is, because there's a certain part in the level, once you reach to like, I think it's like a pinkish plane level. That's actually like I wouldn't say the last level, but it is the level before you start looping like the game again. So you go to New Game Plus after that. There's a teleporter fixed teleporter because usually does like randomized teleporters locations, but this one has a fixed teleporter that you have to input like a code to get to start getting another system in the game called artifacts, which kind of spices up your runs a bit. They're like modifiers. But the way to get these codes are you either look it up, which I did, or you look at various points in the game where you look at you have to look very closely for it. Like for one point, there's one in one map where you have to look at half of it, and then there's the other half is in another map, and then there's one in the settings menu, but it's so dark you need to like light up the screen a lot. So I like how you have to look everywhere for it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna take the time to look at that shit. I'm looking up at the guide.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sometimes
you input the code, you go to the portal, you do the mini game there, and then it loops back to New Game Plus, and then you just go on.
But I mean, there is those people that are like, I'm not gonna look it up. I'm gonna find everything on my own.
That is true. Yeah.
I mean, I've done that for a couple of games, but not everything.
Yeah. I still don't know how to beat the game though, because there's one last level that I don't know how to get to, but I'll look it up myself probably.
Oh, I had assumed that you had already beaten it. To be honest.
Oh no, I don't know how. I don't know how. There's something you need to do, but I don't know
how. But yeah, tell us about the other game you've been playing.
You
the
other game I've been
maniacally.
So as soon as I get this game, I stopped playing Risk of Rain. It's a game that's even more addicting.
I've noticed you've been playing this game for way too much time now.
Yeah,
it's like you were playing State of Decay for 2 for such a long time, then you switch to Risk of Rain, and then now you're playing this. Like what? Like damn, you get caught up in games fast. Like you just switch.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, I haven't felt that way in a long time. Like I used to just be like, oh look, game. I guess I can play 2 minutes of this, and I'll just
yeah. I know how you feel. That's how I've been feeling a lot lately too with the games I've been playing. But we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, but okay. The other game I've been playing a lot is called RimWorld. And oh boy, I love this game so much. So RimWorld is a life simulator where like you just you act as God and control your colonists. You basically make a colony and survive and stuff. But what makes the game really interesting is how the game throws events at you. So there's like what I like about it is that the game's mainly focused on storytelling. You basically get events, and you basically have to obviously act upon it, and your actions create the story. And it just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just more of trying to create a compelling experience for yourself with the stuff that gets thrown at you, and obviously your colony. So for example, one of my guys, I don't know why, one of my colonists wants to woo another woman, except she's married to another guy, but that didn't stop him. So he just keeps he keeps trying to being intimate with her, and that just makes him so depressed. And I hate it because he keeps getting so depressed. And for colonists, you need to manage their mood. If they're too low, if they're depressed enough, they'll grow insane, and then they get to be unpredictable, and you can't control them anymore. And sometimes what they do is a bit lethal. Like for example, I know one of them tried to murder her. He tried to murder her once, I guess after being rejected for the 10th time. But I don't know. This game also has a reputation for being immoral in most cases. Because you can do a lot of stuff. For example, you can capture a prisoner of war. You can put him in a jail cell, and you can harvest their organs.
Oh, okay. Wow, it's not the direction I thought you were gonna go, but okay.
What I've seen people do is that they harvest their organs, but they give them like replacements. Like if you cut off their leg, you can give them a wooden peg. For some reason, if you can harvest their organs and keep them alive, you can sell him for more money. It's so hilarious. You can even do that with your colonists too if they get too rowdy. I think I'm gonna do that with the guy that keeps getting rejected because he's really annoying. But
just gonna stick him in a cell and just take his organs out, limb by limb.
That's what I need to do. I am a bit strapped for cash. Who should I
Who should I off? Who should I murder? Whose organs are gonna pay my bills? That's crazy.
The game has a lot of like replayability to it, and it's just like it's simple. It's a very like simple looking game, but it has a lot of complex stuff when you get into it. And it's only $35, and I think that's a crime. I think this game is worth 40 at least, because the game has so much.
That's pretty
content
expensive, but what I've seen of RimWorld, it does have a lot of content. It has a lot of replayability. So I think the price is fine in my opinion. I don't think it should be higher, but that's only my opinion because I've never actually played the game myself.
That's true, and I'm not even going on to the mods yet. But I'm not going to because I haven't played it yet. I haven't played the mods yet, but
that's probably.
I've seen some interesting mods, but I'm not gonna explain that here because I probably will be on a watch list soon.
Oh God, sounds terrible. Tell me more, please. I mean, you had me at watch list. But anyways,
yeah, I think
that's awesome.
Yeah, if you like those types of games, like if you like Factorio and the like, I highly recommend it.
Didn't they just remake Factorio? Oh, there's like a new one, isn't it? You go on Steam, I think there was a new one that just released. Oh no, I probably just actually released, because it could have been on early access for a while. I don't know, but
it was on early access, yeah.
Oh, it's probably just the actual release now, though. 1.0 release.
Oh yeah,
that's cool. Anything else you want to add?
Factorio. I mean, no, not Factorio. RimWorld. If you, it'll never go below 10% because the developer doesn't believe in sales.
He doesn't believe in sales.
Yeah, I think the game's worth its price. 10%. I got a 10% off, but I still like it. $29, I think, 10% off, something like that, 30. But I highly recommend it. If I had to choose between RimWorld over Risk of Rain, I'd go RimWorld if you're into that sort of game style. Just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I highly addicted. If you ever friend me on Steam, I'm gonna be playing it.
Yeah, he plays it a lot. I don't see it on Steam, but I see it on Discord. Plays it a lot.
Yeah.
Recently, that's what you've been playing. It's cool. It's cool.
All right.
We don't need a podcast. You can just go ahead and play RimWorld all you want. You can start your own podcast on that.
You don't think I'm not playing it?
Probably already have a podcast. Oh look, Neptunia 10th anniversary sale.
What?
Yeah, I went on Steam. Anyways, that's not what we're supposed to be talking about. So now to get on to what I've been playing.
All right.
So lately I've been having like a weird feeling that I want to go back and beat New Vegas, because Fallout New Vegas, because I've gotten close, but I've never actually beaten the game. I tend to do that a lot with video games. So I decided, Bethesda's making new projects. They have new games coming out. They just released the early access of Grounded, which is not Bethesda, Obsidian. How dare I insult them with the name like that? But Obsidian, the small group of Obsidian are the people that are working and making Grounded, and I've been playing that a little bit, not too much. But then I decided I wanted to play all the Fallout games from New Vegas, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4. But the reason I'm starting with New Vegas is because it's the one I know the most. Fallout 4 is the only one I've ever actually beaten. I beat the main story. New Vegas, I played a lot of the main story, but I haven't beaten it. And then Fallout 3, I played the beginning of it. I haven't really played it a lot, but I wanted to play New Vegas and then go to Fallout 3 and then Fallout 4. But I started playing New Vegas. It's been really fun. And then I remembered that this Obsidian released The Outer Worlds, so I've been playing that as well. I've been playing them.
How do you like the Outer? Oh,
huh?
Okay, go on.
So I've been playing those together. So I've been playing New Vegas, and then I'll move on to The Outer Worlds, and then I'll go back to New Vegas.
Okay.
Basically, that it's a headache, but it's fun. torture I'm willing to deal with. But yeah, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask how we were liking the Outer Worlds so far.
The first time I played it, I thought it was kind of boring and weird, and it's not the same. But now playing through it and getting all these weapons, and recently, because I'm still at the beginning, I'm right now. I'm currently going to like this robot lab area where this like old guy wanted me to go get some robot thing, and I killed a bunch of these like those alien dog things. And one of them inside its stomach had like this fire sword, and I've been using that, and it's been fun. Just burning people, burning the marauders to crisps. It's fucking amazing, to like ashes. It's been so much fun, and I'm playing it just on a regular, like normal difficulty, because I don't want to. I just want to enjoy the game for what it is and not have to like deal with all the survival stuff. So I've been playing just on the regular difficulty, and it's been fun. I made my character strong. I made him strong, so I buffed up his strength, his dialogue, and his leadership, because I like going through all these like cool like dialogue, like extra dialogue that you can just unlock by having like more. I guess you like in the Fallout world, more charisma and stuff like that. So I like that. I like being able to persuade people to do things, and just having all these dialogue options that you wouldn't have if you didn't like have high dialogue and stuff.
I see. Yeah, I think if I remember my experience for that game, I think I expected the combat to be too good, because I actually was a bit disappointed with it, because it felt like they didn't learn from New Vegas. I felt like they just wanted to focus more on the story and the dialogue, which is fine. I think that's perfectly fine, because I love them for their storytelling and like branching paths, and I love that part. But
yeah, Obsidian always has like, good.
Yeah. Combat was. I don't like the fact how you can only break body parts during their slow time, their VATs, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the one thing I like about Obsidian so much, is that they have this thing where choices actually have an effect on what you do. Because in Fallout 4, people thought it was going to be the same, like New Vegas, where any choice you made had an effect on the world, but Fallout 4 just all ends up in the same, like at the end you're just end up in the same spot. But with New Vegas, it's different. In New Vegas, you can choose different factions inside. I mean, you can do that in Fallout 4 as well, but you'll always end up in the same result. Like you can't do, like in New Vegas, you can have negative effects on people, and in Fallout 4, it's not so much. Like there's not a lot you can really do. Like you can't have like, oh, if you say this, it's gonna be super negative on them, and it's gonna look bad on you. You know what I mean? Like your choices don't really affect as much of the world as in New Vegas, where you can have different towns and different factions just idolize you because you helped them so much, or the stuff you've done, or you can have them hate you so much that they just attack you on sight.
It's like a Telltales type of thing, where it's like you think you have an illusion of a choice, but at the end it all boils down to the same thing.
And like New Vegas has always had this thing where like if you can actually kill a lot of like the main story characters. So like if you start taking quests from somebody and then you kill that person, you're kind of screwed. Like that person's not coming back. I don't know if you can kill like the main people, but I know like a lot of the side quests you can do that. Like there's a side quest in New Vegas straight off the beginning. There's this girl being attacked by geckos, or like the mutant geckos and stuff. If you save her, because normally that's what I would do. That's basically the tutorial. You kill geckos near their water area at the beginning. If you save that girl, it's all good. She's grateful you save her. She goes back to the first town, which is Good Springs. But later on, I found out that if you go further on, there's a guy, and he has a quest for you. And the quest for you is for you to save that girl. But if you already saved her, you can't complete the quest. You're basically fucked. So I can't complete his quest, and I can't see his dialogue options after I save her. Like he can't be happy because he thinks she's being attacked, but she's not being attacked because I already saved her and she's back in the town. So I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And I already have a save point past all that, so I'm like, well, he's screwed. He's screwed thinking that his girlfriend, is dead or being attacked by freaking geckos. It's so weird. You just screw yourself, and I like that. I like that. That Obsidian didn't like go through and fix all that stuff. They left all that like weird, glitchy, janky stuff. And like they even have like a perk that you can get that's called wild wasteland where if you select that perk,
Yeah.
everything just it's crazy. Stuff will just happen for no reason, and I like that a lot. They gave you the option to make the whole experience even crazier and weird and random, and I like that so much. And as for Outer Worlds, I mean it's made by them. The combat and stuff is different than I honestly wanted it to be more like New Vegas, but it's a little different. I don't mind it as much. I don't mind it. I don't think it's bad. It's just a little different. Their time stop thing, I don't really use that. I haven't really had a use for it. I do like bats better, but I mean that's Fallout is an Obsidian property, so they couldn't just copy that.
Well, it's the same thing though.
I mean,
Like Fallout 4's VATS.
well, yeah, it is more like Fallout, but you don't. But the thing about the time stop thing is you can't select the body part. You have to just shoot at it. You know what I mean? You have to specifically go and because in VATS you actually get to select and there's a percentage on if you'll miss or not.
I mean, you can just put the bullet onto their body part though. I like the percentage though. Like it tells you like the percentage on Fallout 4.
Yeah, it's because it has that AP the points that you get. But in this game, there is no system like that. So if you run out of the time thingy, you're basically it. But yeah, I've been playing those two games and they've been pretty fun. That's all I've been playing so far.
Alright, I need to re-download that again because I believe my game got fucked because I was playing on like a fucked up save, I guess. It crashed, and then I can't play it anymore.
One thing I do want to do is if you go back to my older videos on my channel, I played this mod called Fallout Frost. It's a Fallout 4 mod. I want to go back to that. I don't think I want to record it. Hopefully when I move and I have better internet, I'll stream it, but I really want to play that so bad. Because one of the issues with that mod is the newest update for the mod, I couldn't play it because which was the one that had fixed all the bugs and stuff. I couldn't play it because I didn't have all the DLC. I need it because it requires you to have all the DLC for you to be able to play like the latest version of the mod. And now that I do own all the DLC, I can finally enjoy the whole experience, which I really want to do. Hopefully by now they've added more stuff if they're still working on it. But maybe in the future when I have better internet, I'll stream that. But
I remember
no plans for it now.
Watching it because I don't know why a long time ago I used that show or series to determine if I wanted to buy Fallout 4 or not.
Really? That's like the worst series you can use, especially because it has nothing to do with Fallout 4. It's all like that mod.
Yeah, but I like it's because back then I didn't have money and I wanted Fallout 4 because I liked the gunplay, and so I just watched your series just to, I guess, be immersed in that. I don't know.
I thought it was. I love that series. It's one of the series that I think did pretty good on my channel, but then I stopped because I got lazy. That's what usually happens most of the time. Like now that I said I was going to create anime content, I haven't really done a lot because I'm lazy. But yeah, I guess anything else you want to throw at the people listening if they are listening, if anybody's listening, if anybody's out there.
If you were able to,
if you made it to this point, comment your favorite waifu, and if you're a girl, comment your favorite what is it, the other term, husbando,
yeah.
It's basically husband with an O at the end. That's how you say it.
Yeah, basically.
But
yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I actually didn't think we would be able to talk for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I have there's other stuff that we could have talked about, but that could be saved for the next podcast. Like piece of technology that I just currently acquired, but I haven't used it for very long, so I don't want to talk about it until I've had more experience with it. So probably next episode.
Cliffhanger there, huh?
Huh?
A little cliffhanger, I see. Gotta watch the next episode.
Nobody's watched to this point. There's no way somebody made it this far in the podcast. But if you did, thank you so much. You're our number one fan because you did it. You sat through this boring ass podcast.
That is true.
It wasn't boring. It's not. See, the thing I like about our podcast is it might be boring to other people, but to me, it's like it's one of the most fun things I do throughout, like when we record. just because
it's really fun.
it's because
I think it's really fun.
we just get to talk about stuff that's happened to us and explain stuff that we like. I like it a lot. But anyways, that's gonna be it for us. And you're gonna do the outro because you did the intro. I don't know why
you were so close to ending it. All right. Well,
but I'm gonna leave it on the cliffhanger, and you're gonna finish it off. That sounds so
all
bad.
right, like he said, we're done here, boys. If you really liked it, I'm really glad that you were able to stick by up till this point. If you've been listening all the other episodes, I really cannot thank you enough. But yeah, here's for more to come.
Oh, and one last thing I wanted to mention is that if you know the reason why our second episode's doing so well, tell us, because I don't know why the fuck it's doing so good.
Yeah, 300 views. It's like 300% more than our other ones.
I know, like what the hell. All right, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Later, guys.